welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world and in the state. It's a very nice day in Chelsea, Victoria. 26 degrees or 27 degrees.
Yeah, very mild, nice and
very warm last night
nice
too.
And warm.
Very warm.
We like it like this. This is what we like summer like.
I'll put up with this all right.
Yeah.
None of this 41 like they did in that.
No heaters, no fans.
No, the fans are going. It must be reasonably cool. That's been never off.
Yeah, it's quite cool. So before we get into the Australia and New Zealand one-dayers, and particularly the second one-dayer, even though the third one-dayer is ongoing right now, with New Zealand crumbling like a cheap
it's still not a bad
crumble
score,
cake.
Colin. You said this
crumble cake, 246.
Well, it's not a bad score.
On a 300 ground.
Is it? Oh, that's on a big ground.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Christchurch?
That is at Hamilton, which is about an hour and a half south of Auckland.
Hamilton. Is that a big ground or small?
It's a big ground. It's a bigger ground, yeah.
Is it?
Not a small ground. But before we get into that, let's have a look at this headline from yesteryear. Peatling's absence will swing game in Ararat's favour. Tell us about that, Barry.
That was the first year I was in Rapania. First year, Colin.
Yep.
The last home and away game, the last 5 minutes of the home and away game, I got a whacking in there. I thought I was only some sort of bruise.
Yep.
But I hardly walked about an hour later. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I was in hospital for 6 weeks. No, I beg your pardon, I was in hospital and I had this plaster for 6 weeks and nearly lost my leg. They couldn't, apparently bruised the nerve in my leg.
Wow.
My whole foot went dead for about a week. But I didn't know that, but they were thinking about chopping my leg off.
Wow.
Half my ankle.
Wow.
It come good, and so I missed that first semi-final. That was the headline on the Friday after the last home and away game, and they would not show me that plate when I was in hospital.
Why?
I thought they might have upset me. I said, I told them weeks and weeks later, I said, what? That would have sparked me up. I mean, you're laying in bed with your leg in plaster, and you see that, it'd spark you up, wouldn't it?
I think so.
I mean, that was a pretty good headline for the first year, coming from Richmond Seconds, to go up there and play in that first year and get that headline for the first semi-final. I'd say it's pretty incredible when you think about it. I mean, that proved the fact that that was only one of the many headlines I had all the 5 years I was there, and I was the best rower up there for about 4 years in a row. Very
good. Well, let's talk about Australia versus New Zealand in the second one-dayer. New Zealand scored a score which was a little bit below par, and Australia ended up running them down in a very good game.
They did come home pretty well, and I think I got some.
Tell us who were the stars, Barry.
Two of the highlights in that game was Kawaja, who's a very good friend of Rodney Marsh, apparently. Got 50 off 49. Warner 98 off 79. Sean Marsh, who's one of his Marsh's nephews. I'll say something about Rodney Marsh later. He got 16 on it. He can play.
No, Mitchell Marsh.
No, Sean Marsh.
Sean Marsh didn't play.
Was it Mitchell Marsh, was it?
Mitchell Marsh, because Sean Marsh was dropped for Kawaja.
Was he? Well, he got 69 off 72 balls.
And he won the game.
He did, yeah. Look, I like Sean Marsh.
Yeah. No, Mitchell Marsh.
Who's the one that came bowling back?
Mitchell Marsh.
That's yeah. But unusual for Stephen Smith and George Bailey made 2 and 1 naught each in that game. But they still won. But apart from that, this game today, it looks as though you think Australia might beat New Zealand?
I think so. Australia should win.
Last
one,
3 days.
The best of 3, and they should win, I think, because it's a little bit dicey, the wicket, a little bit slow paced, and it was hard to score after the new ball.
Were you watching on the computer, were you?
Yep.
He's the only fellow in the world, this fella, you can watch.
No, there's a lot of people, Indians,
a lot of
Indians in the world.
Not too many people know what you know about. You got my direct telecast.
Secret squirrel. And should Rodney Marsh still be the number 1 selector?
Rodney Marsh, my good fella Colin Sutcliffe. Rodney Marsh is embarrassing the whole world in this cricket part of the world. He has got to go. He should have went weeks and weeks ago. I mean, some of the stuff on that social media, I had a bit of a go at him last week. So he's just not with it. I mean, he's worse than John Everetti.
Worse?
Remember him?
Yeah.
And you couldn't forget him.
He was dead before 10 years before he died.
He was
he dead?
No, I don't think so.
No.
He was, Rodney Marsh was John Vererity's
love child.
Protege. Want to take a notice of him?
Love child.
And now they're, but he's, you are embarrassing all the players. I mean, Stephen Smith, Kawaja. He just hates Kawaja. He made a quick 50 in the second one day. He finally put him in because everybody in the world was saying, listen, Marsh, get off. Probably
top 3 batsmen in the world.
Yeah, and he wouldn't play him, and now he's he's embarrassing the whole cricket world because everyone's seen all these fellas making these runs. They can't get a game. So do the right thing by everybody in Australia, Rodney Marsh. Get off, retire, and go and have a lay down, change your tablets.
Should Usman Khawaja be a permanent player in all types of the game of cricket?
Spot on.
3. Yes or no?
Yes. He is. He's good to watch. I mean, he's a bit like Smithy. When he gets going, he just takes the bowlers on and casts them around and bashes them everywhere. Well, he's made 50. Hasn't played for about 4 weeks.
No.
He's made 50 off.
Did you know they had a Sheffield Shield game the first time in New Zealand at the Bert Sutcliffe Oval?
Well,
last week.
The famous cricketer from 1910.
Yeah, New Zealand. No, in the 60s.
Bert Sutcliffe, he was old.
No, New Zealander.
He's a New Zealander.
Not Herbert Sutcliffe.
Yeah, that was Sutcliffe.
But at the Bert Sutcliffe Oval, they had...
relation to you, haven't they?
Yes.
Yes,
my dad's
This man is a Sutcliffe too.
Yeah, that's right.
And another Sutcliffe was a murderer too back in England.
Well, that's true, yeah.
What was his first name?
Peter.
Who was
Bash people with a hammer.
He used to kill
in the head, yes.
It's Sutcliffe there.
So similar sort of...
Nothing to do with...
So just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it.
I better watch out. He might have his little knife.
Oh, hang on.
Bang,
bang, hang on. Here we go. Just having a little bit of drink of water, but you were going to ask me why...
Yes, why was the New South Wales versus... Who were they playing?
West Australia.
West Australia was played in New Zealand.
Well, apparently to get some of the test players a game in New Zealand conditions.
Well,
there's 3 or 4 players, apart from the team. Peter, Neville, and a couple of bowlers.
Well, he can't play. Richardson, was he over there too?
Yeah, to play in the against in New Zealand conditions for the game at Christchurch on Friday.
Did that boy just before we're coming out? I was talking about.
He wasn't playing. No.
He wasn't playing.
No.
Is it Cameron Boyce?
Cameron Boyce. Yeah,
exactly. This Cameron Boyce is going to be the #1 leg spinner in the world in another 5 years.
So was there any highlights from that game in the second one day, Barry?
No, apart from David Warner, I mean, 98 for 79.
Yes, unlucky.
How did he go out?
Just unlucky. He just chipped it up in the air and got out.
Well, I said that last year's the most consistent whatever game he plays. 1 day, 2020s and Test cricket. I like to know how many runs he scored altogether.
Yeah, a few.
8,000?
Yeah. Wow.
7,000?
No, 1,000 this year. That's a career, 8,000.
Oh yeah, well that's what I meant. A career is.
So, any other highlights from that game, Barry?
No, it was
apart from the finishing of Hastings, who contributed with about 30 or 40 runs.
Yeah, he did.
To win the game with Mitchell Marsh.
And Hazelwood.
Well done.
He got 3 or 4 wickets, didn't he? He's starting to fire up there. Him and Faulkner. Faulkner didn't play, did he?
No, he's gone.
Injured. He's injured.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty good win, but it looks like they might nearly win today's game.
Yeah, they might win the series. Looks like they're going to win the series, and I'll give you the updates on that. New Zealand scored 246, so Australia, and bowled out in the 46th over, and Australia need 247 to win.
Are they batting now?
And they'll be batting in about half an hour.
So what channel is that on?
Channel Internet. Foxtel. It's on Foxtel.
Oh, you got Foxtel too, have you?
Yeah.
Well, I might. You might
check it out.
Get you to give me the.
Oh well, maybe depending on the YouTube videos.
Yeah, we'll see because.
So that's it for the cricket, and we've got the next week. The test starts on Friday this week, and so we'll have updates in New Zealand, Australia versus New Zealand.
Colin, there's no coverage. You're lucky to put a bill on.
It's on Foxtel.
I don't know about whether they're going to be Foxtel. You got to pay for that, but. Yeah. Free to wear, I wouldn't think that. And
it'll be in the newspaper, internet, and you get the highlights. But you will give the full coverage to the players, Barry.
I will get the full coverage for my viewers out there, which is up to nearly 65,000 hits now, Colin.
Wow.
65.
One word.
Can you believe it?
One word.
What's that?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, it is. It takes a fair while. Long time to say
65,000.
It takes half an hour to say that, doesn't
If you start counting 1, 2, I reckon you get
take a week.
Tuesday, yep. What's happening at the Chelsea Football Club, Barry?
Well,
give us some news.
Have you said today, which I did check out my little email today, and you sent it.
You get emails straight direct from the club.
His name is Josh Traponi, 23-year-old from Edithvale, Asphodel. He can play.
Star player. Has joined the Chelsea ranks.
And he's apparently moulded in very quickly.
Wow.
And I'll be going I think I might be going in and watching training what's today? Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Yep.
And I'll give you a first-hand
full wrap in a couple of weeks.
And see what, but that's pretty good. But the only trouble is 5'9".
So what's your issue with Chelsea Football Club at the moment?
We've got to get some. I mean, there is a lot of there's tall footballers around in there. They haven't all shrunk, have they? I mean, this fella's 5'9". He was on baller and tough. Sounds like he's a tough cookie and can play. But we need some
tall.
At least 3 or 4 6'2" and over.
Yeah, players.
And who can play.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got 2 other recruits. One's 6 foot. I haven't seen him, but that was a few weeks ago.
Right, so that's what's happening at Chelsea Football Club, and we'll get the highlights in the next week, 2, 3 or 4, and the games are coming up soon. So, what are the Cheerios, Barry?
Cheerios. We always got Cheerios on this little channel here. Would you believe the Philippines
blackout?
Having the internet for 6, 7 a week. Look, I've got the internet. How come they all around the world can't get it? You've got it and I've got it.
Telephone lines down.
Telephone. So that's, the internet goes through the telephone line.
And electricity.
They probably got no power.
Electricity goes, boom.
Well, they have blackouts over in those Asian countries, don't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, but
smarten up, Philippines.
Any car, but they won't be able to see that. But
Philippines government, smarten up.
Right. How many times have I told them? The last 2 years, 3 years?
You've sent a message.
I think I might send another direct message to whoever's in charge later. When I get off.
Smarten up.
Yeah, it was one of the Marcos.
Yeah.
Great grandson or something.
Mm-hmm.
PH and Sandy and Carlson. And PH, I never heard from him.
Wake up.
Hang on. I gave him a ring last week, left a message. I hope you're alright, PH. Give me a call, or Sandy, give me a call if you're not well, and let me know what's going on. I might ring up Noz and see if he's ring up Noz, and but give me a call, mate. Hope you're alright. And of course, we've got some new permanent viewers now, or they've been watching the last couple of weeks. Mary Jenkins from Adelaide and her daughter Paula Parker. They watched the video. Hope you enjoy the videos, Mary and Paula, and so watch a few. Actually, they watched the Tuesdays with Barry. They'll tell me.
Wow!
I said, who done all that? I said,
classic.
I said that fell behind the microphone, does all the editing and mute. They said they love the music.
Dolly, Chief Dolly.
They love the music.
Dolly grip.
The music makes that video.
You got to know when to hold it. When to hold it.
That's right. Not you singing, but the other music. Of course, Maria, May, and Uzel, they watch it every week too.
Right.
They're permanent viewers. And
regular viewers.
And they've got no power. They've got no internet. I mean, how can the world go sort of survive without the internet?
I don't know.
We couldn't survive in Victoria, could we?
Not at all.
We'd be gone.
Gone. Finished.
Or shoot yourself or kill yourself.
Suicide.
Then you I think Maria might be getting us on the phone. Can you get it on the phone?
Yeah.
So if you have a phone,
you got the towers, the internet towers.
But it doesn't get in your computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, but hope you enjoy the video, Mary, because she's I thought she married a fella lived in Minya.
Wow. How about that?
And I knew him.
Friend of yours.
Yeah. When I was in Rappahannock, I worked on a farm with a fella called Greg Niwan.
Yeah.
And this woman Mary, she married a fella, a Niwan. And
cyclist?
How spooky is that?
Spooky.
And he was a farmer too.
Very spooky.
So Mary, we got a little bit of a. We had a lot in common because I worked for the same fella that she married. So there you go. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video today. We've covered a little bit of things off my chest here about Mr. Marsh, and you're a loose cannon.
Clown.
Get off. Get moving. Get off Get out of the papers, for God's sake. You send everybody crazy. But that's about all we got for today.
That's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. See you.